So welcome to today's update video. This is Invest 91E. It's recently been designated. It developed from what the models were showing over the past few days. I mentioned in a previous video, when the models starting on this time yesterday started to very rapidly become into good agreement on the development of a tropical cyclone in the eastern Pacific. And as a result, the agency started to put a circle on this area of the surface weather. Now they currently have the chances at 10% in the next 2 days and 70% in the next 5 days. Overall, it's starting to become better organized. You're starting to see some evidence of consolidation of the center. You can see kind of a nice blob of deep convection. You can see a little bit of some curved banding features that might warrant to rule out classifications. At this point, it's been gradually consolidating throughout different previously elongated mass. Now it's sort of consolidated right out here, even though I need evidence for westerly winds. It was an ASCAP pass that missed the system, so it's kind of hard to say where the system, how close the system is from being designated or not. However, I think there's a good chance, for starters, the agency does ups the developmental probabilities within the next tropical weather outlook. Let's take a look at some of the model runs with this now. In general, they're forecasting of the system a general westward track before eventually curving around the ridge, briefly turning north due to a trough, and then getting blocked, and then eventually turning back to the west. The timing of that, this is still a bit ways out. It's a bit uncertain. However, and it's kind of typical for the timing to be kind of screwed up as the system's in a very conducive environment. As I will show, here's the ship's model output. You can see yellow GM showing a moderate tropical storm at the end of the period, and the ship's even making this a full-blown hurricane in the days 4 and 5 time frame, with some fairly low shear values. In a fairly moist environment, some very warm waters. Sea surface temperatures near 30 C throughout the entire 5-day forecast period. Yet, despite this, the global models not really developed this until day 5. They already have a poor handle on these kinds of systems. And we've seen examples such as Hurricane Hilda last year, where all the global models essentially missed a very explosive event of intensification. But again, these storms, we've also seen statistical models significantly overdo systems in this part of the world too. So as a result, I would not be surprised. I'm siding slightly more with the global models at this point, and that is that both the GFS and the European, developed the system quite slowly over the next several days. But they still eventually, especially in the latest GFS run developers, and they eventually bring us to a full-blown hurricane before getting blocked. And I'd be a little bit surprised this became such a very powerful hurricane just because of the time of year. Let me rephrase it myself. Historically, such a full-blown hurricane at this time of year is not particularly likely. However, stranger things have happened these past couple of years. So now that the models have been slowly been trending upward intensity-wise with this system, it would not be. It's not something I would rule out, a full-blown long-track hurricane, but it's not something I'd say is overly likely. It's given the physical nature of these low-latitude deep tropical systems that I mentioned earlier. The European is obviously less aggressive, as usually is. The GFS ensemble's support's been pretty strong. Consistent effectiveness probably increased. So I do say, however, there is some weighting toward the GFS solution, though I'm favoring more of a European-like solution that keeps the system weaker, but still keeps it to a tropical storm for the next several days. There's been some hints in the GFS ensembles and the CFS ensembles. I noticed some trying to get going to Gulf of Tehuantepec, and remnants eventually contributing to something over the Atlantic basin. However, this has been rather inconsistent from run to run, so I would take this with a grain of salt. And if this happens, this will happen after Invest 91E. If that were to happen, probably a short-lived tropical storm, probably named, since this investigating one E, if it forms, would be named Agatha. Possible system behind it would be named Blas, I believe. And then right now, if this system were to happen, it would probably hit the southern Mexican coast, and possibly, because the pattern would favor this, redeveloping the Gulf of Mexico, or if it hits Central America, the Western Caribbean. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.